Hello, good evening, welcome back to the channel. Me, Dragonborn McQueen, more Echoes of Albion. We have to make the sign that's going to go over here. That's about it, really. There's a few bits that I've done since I last streamed, I think, and there's a lot more sound. So let's jump into first person mode. Take a wander around. And you can see what changes I've implemented. A lot more sounds now. Right. So I got up here because there isn't major changes around here. I'm going to start implementing changes around the edge of the park as well. So I want to give it an environment around what we've got. I am nearly at full percentage. I say nearly. We've got a little bit to play with. Why are you sitting on the... She was floating. We need to add the bath sign on up here. The bath now is got environmental sounds and music when you're swimming. And for while you're eating. They're almost jumping in time with the music. So yeah, the Roman baths area is looking very nice indeed. I was trying to find some music to put in the marketplace area, but I couldn't find anything. While you're walking through the walls, I think I need a sign there. I have to go around and just check where I need little signs and things, and it's nice and busy up here. So this is obviously what we've seen all before. This is nothing new. I need to do a bit of work around here, like fencing and just environmental stuff. I do have enough percentage to play with that, so that'll be fun. But yeah, now we have a fencing all around here, so I just need to add more woodland around the outside and perhaps a bit more shrubberies down this side as well, just so it's more blended in. You can see more from the coasters really of what I've done, the work that has been executed. Crikey, that's a big... They're popular. Those water slides are popular. So yeah, walking around like this kind of reminds me of what I've got left to do. I love having this classical... I can't remember, it's a famous classical tune that they've got in it. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I love it. It's very uplifting. There's mostly sign work and stuff like that I've got left to do. But what I have done is a lot of environmental work but there's a new flat ride as well added into the park. And while it may not look like I've actually done anything, it's the little subtle changes that have sort of elevated the park to the next level. Cool, look at this queue. Well, we're going to push to the front of Gladiator. Gladiators ready. Coming through, excuse me. There's a training station, but can we get there in time? Please. Can I ride the coaster? Oh, there's nothing in the station. That'll be the reason why. Come on. I want to get one in the station just so I can... We're waiting. Go, 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 go. Shouldn't be too long now. There's a pigeon flying through the station, of course. Only in Planet Coaster 2. Here we go, in station. Yeah, there we go, we're in. Now you'll see some of the environmental improvements that I've added so far. As I say, I've got to do more around the outside and everything. Here we go. I've changed all the block station to any load as well, so they'll go at any time, so that we don't have trains stuck in the stations and that. And it's just a little subtle change that will make things a lot better. Arms flailing. Annoyingly. I've got to do a bit more further out. I think I'm going to add a bit more environment further out of a forest. So like you haven't got all this dead green space, so I'll try and make it a bit more. I'll try and do something clever with it all. But yeah, outside the borders now there's environment. Hey, right, now we're going to get off and walk out underneath the coaster. And all along here, so I've done improvements here. This used to be just green area around these. Around the photo booths. I could perhaps add a bit more here. But yeah, now you've got... Oh yeah, it looks like an environment you could walk up, but you can't. But there we go. Signs for Roman and exit. So yeah, now when you walk up the queue, got this beautiful little statue in a pond. I've just noticed something that I was using to line everything up on there, that marble block. I'll have to get rid of that. little bit of work needed still to finish it. Hang on, why? Oh, they're choosing their rows, are they? That's interesting. You'll notice around the edge of this now then that there's a lot more environmental changes once we launch. If we launch. Yeah, we should be going now. Seeing how it feels like you're much more in a forest, although I've got to do a little bit of work on that bit outside the queue, and all this was just empty land, and now you've got an environment, so it's much nicer. Oh, I can skip across there. Yeah, so I've got to do a bit of work around that a little bit. I didn't realise that you could still see bits of that's why you walk around like this in your park, so you can notice things and go, right, that needs improving. I've still got a sign here for the name of the coaster. And there, the Iceni entrance is really subtle, which I want it to be, and then yeah, tells you it's the exit. Falcon now has a sign. So this bit in front of Falcon, I was always wondering what I was going to put there. How about the name for it, the Falcon? So therefore you can see the flat ride. And you've got the Falcon obviously on top. And then you can go up there and ride the flat ride. And this is going to need a little bit of work. But there is a new flat ride. So if we just turn left here. Completely new area, which I've been working on today. And the solstice. Evening Hash, how you doing? Brand new ride, solstice. Which not many people are riding at the moment, but whatever. Let them crack on. It's a scary giant gyro swing, so. Oh. I was going to say, can I jump on? But yeah, evidently we can. right out the edge of the park. Chat, eh? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, we're kind of very near the end with this. Oh, chat wasn't working for you. Ah, right, okay. Well, for me, for a little while, I didn't even get... Like, live stream wasn't working. I started it, and it ran for about 6 minutes, and it hadn't even started on YouTube. Okay, come on. Are we over? Ride? Are we finished? Yeah, we're slowing down now. But yeah, all around the area, like the ditch that runs round. Yeah, thank you, Ash. I'm getting there with it all. This needs a bit of work here. This area's a bit plain. So, and obviously this is what I was working on today. So as you can see, I just got up to here, but we'll continue doing that in a little while. Run! Run, 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 run. I've added music and stuff to different areas and that. We need a sign at the front of this for the Helter Skelter. And then Celtic Knot. Oh, I've added something else to this. Let's have a look. That looks so good with that. Just a simple water effect. But yeah, it's very effective. The layers. Because you've got the focal point of the statue, the background with the other thing, and then love this track. The Maypole. Celtic Village. I always wanted sort of friendly party vibe around here. I'm going to add the bugs in jars hanging on poles. I'm going to stick them round the rest of the Celtic area. But yeah, so the environment all round, I've done loads of stuff. I've done all this as well around the ditch. So it feels like you're in a forest theme park, which is always the idea. Another one of those lost kids. I'm going to do a video about the Planet Coaster 2 problem of lost children that come to theme parks by themselves. Yeah, so I've got around a little bit more on this side. So, oh, I need to grab something. I'm thinking about changing this so we've got more of a car park out here and they walk a longer distance. Thank you. There we go. That's what I wanted. So the changes have been this whole area. All this has been done. All up the edge. So I've got to finish doing this piece as well. Guess working's on Planet Coaster 2 confused me. Me too. So we've done all this as well, all the ditch, all the work here. I've got to add some bits across here just around the outside of the border, because this doesn't need a lot of, I don't need thick grass or anything around here. I mean, I could add a bit more to it, I suppose, if I want to, but this is a staff building and it's way off in the distance. It's just a no, I'm not. I'm keeping little shallows, pools in like this, puddles, but I'm not putting water in it because it's meant to be just a ditch. Because to be accurate to a Celtic village, it wouldn't have necessarily had water in it. In fact, probably wouldn't have done. It was just a big ditch for people to climb through, and then it would have been protected by other things. So yeah, I want to keep it historically accurate to a degree. But yeah, so the other stuff I've added is all round the edge. All round the edge we have a border. We now have a border, and as you're riding your rides, obviously that border, those trees, this makes a difference. But when you're on here, you can see all across here, so I'm going to do some more work out here, I guess. I need to do it around here as well. I've got that far with it. I've done the groundwork. I just need to add a few more trees, but I don't want them too close, the trees, to all the flaming torches. And as I say, we need to do some work down here, a little bit round here. I do love this though. It suits the baths completely, but yeah, I need to put a sign on there. Sign for the water slides here as well. It's good to add clear direction. And I suppose that tranquility pool, this is the tranquility pool, which no one goes in. Although we have seen people in it before, but rarely. Yeah, I was way ahead with my... I knew what I wanted to do right from the beginning with that. Sorry, I got distracted. My stepdaughter's partner just went out and she let Albion out. But there we go. I heard a noise, so I was like, what? It sounded like a dog to me. I must have heard something else instead. It sounded like a dog barking. I was like, what? Unless it was on here. Either way, it was strange. Yeah, I'm fine. It was just a strange noise. I was like, let's investigate. Right, so we need to do work on this area. I don't know whether to put a fencing over here. I don't think I need a fencing over here because I can just put foliage and fauna and stuff. With this meadow area, I'm going to put a bit more of my 3D meadow effect, so it pops a bit more like this. This didn't take that long to build, and I quite like this is the shop front, and I've just put it on there like that. Works ever so well. It's just a background to my little shops. They're actually working here. So you got Soda Lightfall, food. I don't know what food this is. Oh, sushi. She doesn't see, and Gulpy. Everyone's going for Gulpy. Nobody wants sushi. Why don't you want sushi? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with... Right, so what I'm going to do... So yeah, we're at 88%. 88. Raw fish in the sun, lovely. Well, I'll tell you what I'm not done. I'm thinking of doing next. I've got two ideas of what I'm going to do next, but I think I've never done a pirate park, and I'd love to do a pirate park. Now I'm getting this good at creating environments and stuff in Planet Coaster 2. I mean, this... I didn't do a piece count on... I've not done a piece count on this before. Let's do a quick piece count, shall we? If it slows down or has a fit or crashes, you know, I apologise. It shouldn't do. Piece count. Yeah. Peace, man. There's some hippie skins in Fortnite when I looked on there yesterday, and I was like, I wouldn't mind getting them, they're pretty cool. But they were like 1,500 V-Bucks. I'm like, nah. 34,000. So, I mean, if you did something like this in Planet Coaster, you'd be pushing way more than that. Dude. Yeah, you'd be pushing way more than 34,000. So the fact that I've done this in 34,000, you know, just shy of 35,000 pieces, is a testament to how good Planet Coaster 2 really is. You know, if you use the engine the way it's meant to be used, or the way developers intended. If you're still building like you do in Planet Coaster, I think you'll struggle. You sort of have to adapt. You'd be on 100%. Yeah. Well, you'd be beyond easy, I think, on Planet Coaster 1. So we'll get some railings in, some more wildlife. I'm probably getting some hassle off Lodge for not playing Fortnite for ages, but until they remove the arc gun from the loot pool, I'm not going to play, because that arc gun is ridiculous. It just kills you, and it just kills all your fun. I mean, it's alright if you get it to a degree. But it just destroys my enjoyment of the game. And we've got Subnautica to do. Subnautica will take me ages to get a lot further in that. And that's a building survival game, kind of like Minecraft, I suppose, but in water. And we've got Snake Eater, which I need to adjust the levels when I next stream that, but Snake Eater's an awesome game. Probably one of my most played PS2 games I ever played was Snake Eater. That and Soul Calibur 3. Yeah, Subnautica is fun, and I think once I get used to where materials are and stuff, and once we start learning more and more... No, you didn't. You spelled it correctly, Subnautica. That was spot on. Yeah, once we get further into it, I mean, we need to get deeper, and you can get further out and stuff, and so... And there's the Andromeda, the spaceship we crashed on. We've got to get to that and check that out. I'm looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. It'll be quite good. The fact that every, you know, also another thing for people to bear in mind, every single bit of tree foliage was placed by hand. This isn't just a brush and I've just gone and blanketed stuff. I've actually thoughtfully placed everything, so I've got that look. Although it looks like it's done. Zoo 2, October 13th, I think. Way off. Well, a little bit off. I'm in two minds about Zoo 2. I need more info on it. As I said in my video, I need more info. I need to know more about it. Because Zoo... Yeah, scenery brush is good if you're just doing blanket areas, and I might use it for further out because I've got lots of large areas. If you've got a large area to cover, it might be good for a sort of, you know, if we sort of do, because this bit around, because of how this comes up here, you can see for miles. This I might just do some terrain work, and then scenery brush it. But yeah. Yeah, but for now, we'll do individual placing and work and stuff and design. Whilst it's not the most thrilling thing, it's definitely superior. Have I got... Oh, I didn't have random scale on. I thought I had random scaling on. I was like, well, why isn't it changing scale? It's not doing much. Because you've not turned random scaling on, that's why. Music's brilliant in this game. Yeah, so I don't know whether to do that or a Close Encounters of the Third Kind type, or one about dreams. I was thinking about doing a, you know, a theme park about dreams, so I could do it about anything and everything. So I'd just have freedom. But I thought, for like the longest time since Planet Coaster, I've wanted to do a pirate park. And I think a pirate park would be, pirate theme park would be pretty awesome to do. Pretty awesome. So I don't know. Probably leaning towards pirate, because pirate is already in the game. You know, the pieces are there, so I might be able to do. Yeah, the pieces are already there. It's in the game, so I probably would be able to do a bit more with it. I think. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, let's. Pear is not quite right. Buttercup. What's the matter, Scruffy? You're looking a bit worried, cat. Yeah, Viking is good as well. Yeah. I did start a Viking theme park when the game first came out, but the game didn't have enough variety, I don't think, to do what I wanted to do. But now I think I could possibly do Viking. Possibly. But I think pirate would be good. We haven't got any Viking animatronics though, really. Not people. And it's the people that make stories. You know, when you go on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney, you don't think, oh, it's had really good ships and environmental details. No, you talk about Jack Sparrow and the characters, Davy Jones and such like. Nectar of the Gods, that was. Sip of coffee. hit the spot. Yeah, you do talk about all the characters on rides and things, and they're what stick with us because the human element. So I want to tell, and you know, apart from our missing sharks frontier, missing sharks, you know, we've got those. I mean, I may have to look into how Teji does Tagid, whatever his name is, the amazing creator, how he does micro movement with movers in Planet Coaster 2, and then work out how to make some animated sharks of my own. So a pretty good idea for a dark ride already based around, and that would be environmental and action details and very few people involved on it, but it would be good. It's just been in my head for so long, I have to attempt it, even if I get a fraction of the way close. People seem much more creative than you. Don't put yourself down. And other people, there are, you know, it's just looking at the way things are done. Also studying, I did study art, you know, and graphic design at that was my higher education, so it's been observant and observing things and seeing what you like and then translating that. Even if you get a fraction of the way close, no artist is ever happy with the way their creations go. Like, if you ask me, if I come back to this probably in a few years' time, I go, well, I could have done that better. Well, I could have done that better. Well, that isn't up to my liking. You know, I even look at Golgotha and I'm like, well, that's not. Oh, I could do this better. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do this. You know, so don't worry. We all think we can improve, and as long as I'm getting better than my last creation, that's the only metric I go by. I don't measure myself by other people's, because you'll beat yourself up forever and a day if you measure yourself by other people's creations. You know, if I measure myself alongside Albris, yeah, Benji does some good stuff. I do watch him, and occasionally, and I've stopped watching him for a little while, but it's frustrating because he does some, because he makes these massive theme parks that are really good, and I'm like, yeah, that's all well and good, mate, but you've got a PC and I can't compete on that level. I liked his Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, and I saw him build Hogwarts before they added all the stuff in. Yeah, so just try and improve on your previous parks. That's what I kept doing in Planet Coaster, and I would set myself a challenge, a goal when I set out making each park. Like this one's going to be this. This one's going to be X, Y, and Z. Yeah. Yes, Hogwarts was really good. Five Nights at Freddy's ride I was really impressed with as well. My boys were quite impressed with it, and they played Five Nights at Freddy's. They're sort of fans of that stuff, and they went and saw the movie in the cinema and that. So I showed them, I said, is this any good? And they were like, oh yeah, this is based on the movies. I said, well yeah, it's a movie based theme park, so it kind of seems strange though to me to do a Hogwarts based part of a theme park when that exists in reality, but I suppose he did his take on it. Now you could literally create Hagrid's motorbike ride. You can make it in Planet Coaster now, or Planet Coaster 2 anyway. Now we've got the motorbike and sidecar Well, this is exciting. Right, bushes. To the bushes. We all need a bit of bush in our life. A bush. Periwinkles. No, buttercups. They're buttercups. Nothing to do with Perry's winkle. Which is a type of snail, I believe. Is that winkles and cockles, was it? You'd eat them by the sea or something, I don't know. Ancient food from England, people, if you wonder what I'm on about. And why is Perry so special that he's the only one that can have winkles? My bad, buttercups. Yep, they definitely are buttercups. Definitely. What about Kevin? Oh, Mum! There's about 100 people that won't understand that reference. There's hundreds of people that won't understand that reference, in fact. You have to be of a certain generation to understand Kevin and Perry. Now it's going to be like, what are you on about, Kevin and Perry? And I'm not talking about Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb either. Although that's another cool Perry. I never saw the movie. I was a big fan of Harry Enfield when I was growing up, but loads of money in Stavros. Bosh, 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 loads of money. Whop your wad, whop your wad, whop your wad on the counter. People will be like, what are you on about? Yeah, I'll have to try and find out where it is and watch it. So I think it's Harry Enfield, and it's going to be good anyway, isn't it? Harry Enfield, Richard Curtis, Ben Elton, you know, all these people that went on to make amazing movies and stuff. In-Betweeners, yeah, my boys got into In-Betweeners big time. And I've seen the In-Betweeners. We're gonna die in the Australian outback. Classic comedy. Blackadder was also classic comedy. Well, Blackadder the second onwards. Red Dwarf as well. Oh, Rimmer, you are a smeghead. Get Crichton to call Rimmer a smeghead. Yeah, young ones as well. Oh, I don't know. I watched some of the newer ones with when it got on Dave. It wasn't too bad, and it still had the same core values as the original shows. You know, it wasn't like they tried to change it. Bottom, yeah. I show my boys the young ones when they were growing up, like, because I watched it when I was growing up, and they got really annoyed with the last episode where they drove over the cliff in the bus. And like, no, they were just determined that they weren't ever going to make a sequel. They weren't going to make a next season, and to guarantee it, they had to kill everyone off. And like that way, they couldn't come back. Vivian, what's going on? Good way to end, yeah, it was. Vivian, what's going on? Normally you come through the door. Some days you even open it. But today you came through the wall. What's eating you? Demolition, that is. And I like boring, where they're sat there saying they're bored and they're watching the police siege and it's outside their window. I think I've spoken about it before on stream, but yeah, they're watching the police siege outside their window and there's gunfire and everything because it's like it's an armed situation. Yeah, Rick Mail, and it's actually Rick that says, and there's some gunshots and that, and Rick goes, there's no way those sound effects are real, even though they're happening right around him. He's like, there's no way, they're dubbing that on afterwards, there's no way those sound effects are real. Claiming they're bored because they've got nothing to do. Joys of being a student, uni life in the UK. Well, whilst we've been chatting rubbish, the wooded area. See, I was thinking about putting a toilet here, but I was like, nah, we don't need a toilet. Although my guess, because it seems a bit stupid to put a toilet there when there's a toilet literally just round the corner here. And there is a toilet here as well. So it's not like they're devoid of toilets or... I need to look at lighting as well. Lighting. Thunderbolts and lighting. Very, very frightening. Planet Coaster 2. Oh no, hang on. Oh, it's gone silent. Come on, Planet Coaster 2. I want the soundtrack back on. That's it. Do do do. Nice, pleasant soundtrack. Well, what other things can we have conversations about whilst we create? I mean, we could talk relevant to Planet Coaster. Yeah, I am excited. I'm like I say, I'm curious about the Planet Zoo 2. I'm curious about how they're going to do the conservation areas. That I think could be a big selling point for me, because that's what floats my boat, really. You know, I'm very environmentally conscious, which is why when other people are like, oh, it's perfectly fine to put dolphins in, I'm like, don't you dare put dolphins and whales in Planet Zoo 2. Don't put them in any game. It's cruel, and dolphinariums and all that sort of thing are barbaric. Oh, but you could... The only way you could have... But actually, whales and dolphins could be put in the conservation areas only. You could keep them in them if you have a big inlet. If you have a big inlet. I'm constantly having arguments with people in YouTube comments and Reddit and stuff about that sort of thing. They don't realise is that I advocate for conservation groups on the internet and stuff, and lobby governments to stop them capturing these majestic mammals in the wild and things. So yeah, because it's quite horrific what they do with whales and dolphins. In case people don't know, they like take calves from their mothers and put them in a room with no stimulation whatsoever, and condition and starvation train them. So it's all pretty horrific and nasty. Humans are just awful. Yep, anything for a profit. You know, whereas if people are like, oh, you can have rescue centres, and yeah, you could have a large, very large conservation area that you manage or something, and you could have orca and you know, types of dolphins in there to educate people about dolphins, and I'd be perfectly fine with that, I think. But putting them in a zoo I mean, yeah, we could give a quick demonstration of what it's like. I wish there was the stamping out tool. There is no stamping out tool, but anyway. I'll give you a very quick demonstration. To illustrate a point, which is why I argue with people in comments. Because I have an imagination that allows me to see this sort of stuff. Right, scenery. Yeah, we do need terrain stamp like we had in Planet Coaster. Right, let's find... let's go with stucco. That's about right, isn't it? Stucco will work, I think. It started a track, then it thought better of it and dumped it. It's like, no, we're not going to do that track. Hang on. Quick change. People are like, what are you doing? We're just a wee demonstration to illustrate the point. Let me right. Okay, I had stucco on and you got rid of it, game. I'm pretty sure. Learning with Dragon. It's not really learning, it's just, you know. I mean, this is just a basic principle, idea, design. Why are you not? Alright, yeah, thank you. Right, well, that's where you live for the rest of your life for 35 years. That's your view. I mean, granted, you can stick your head out and look around. That's the most stimulation you're going to get for over 40 years. That's what being a dolphin is like in captivity. You know, there's nothing for them to stimulate them. Okay, you might get a ball in there. Hang on. For creatures that migrate hundreds of miles and stuff, it's utterly barbaric, really. There, that is a dolphinarium. Just, yep, I needn't say any more. That's why I'm really against them being in Planet Zoo 2. I think it would be it would make me boycott the game. Which, and I love Frontier's work and stuff, but if there was any plan, they said they're closely monitoring it. I mean, if they could put them in the conservation areas only, that might work, so you can watch them roam, and it would be a joy to find them within your. And they had the diving area and everything else, but you'd have to create a lot of depth for them and a lot of you know, the requirements to keep a dolphin happy in captivity would be an entire, like, this entire area, your entire play area pretty much, with a massive depth and everything else. And that's just to keep it happy, in inverted commas, to a degree. You know, orca sort of, their migration patterns are like, there isn't orcas around New Zealand, but if you think how big New Zealand is alone, that's North and South Island. They just they swim hundreds of miles basically up and down the coasts and stuff, and yeah. Most of them are migratory animals, and they follow certain other creatures or other sea life migrating and things. So yeah, no way could you ethically help them, and there's never been a successful case of them being released back into the wild. And somebody tried to argue with me, who said there's ones that have been released back into the wild, but I mean, it has not benefited them. All their lives have been cut short, and you know, there's not been. Sorry, Shell just popped her head in. But yeah, they've never sort of had a benefit from being in captivity, unfortunately. You know, it's not like it's they're threatened in the wild like some species that we're bringing back from the brink of extinction by intervening. It's a complicated subject. You know, zoos and stuff. But anyway, Planet Zoo 2 looks good, and aquariums should be cool. The way Zoo 2 looks, I think it will be a really good game, but I may wait until there's more available for it. Because do you think what I've got in Zoo, and that reminds me, I'm still working on a second franchise Zoo, but the amount of animals we've got in Zoo is hundreds at the moment, or if not nearly 100 or so. So yeah, yes, I think an animal, you know, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush and all that, but sometimes you do have to intervene because some countries are treating their animals so poorly with poaching and stuff and things, although we are educating those countries where ecotourism is better for them in the long run and economically viable and stuff over poaching. But yeah, there's lots of numerous problems like habitat destruction, degradation and things. As I say, it's invasive species as well, killing off native species. We've had a classic example in the UK with the red squirrel, and now we've got American crayfish in our waterways as well, in our freshwater rivers. So yeah, as I say, complicated, and I could talk about it forever and a day. But I do love having conversations with people that think they know better than me. That always pleases me, especially when it comes to stations. Yeah. The red squirrel was awesome. I think we still have reds on some islands, I think. Oh, somebody's just broken something in the kitchen. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go investigate now. It was the birdseed tray got dropped, nothing broken, but I did pick it up on the mic, so you guys might have heard it as well. But nothing serious, no need to panic. No one's favourite cup was broken, not like last time. Should I say that really loudly? No one's favourite cup was broken. If you don't know what I'm on about, yes, we heard. Yeah, if you know, one of my favourite cups that held a perfect cup of coffee when streaming was dropped not long ago and broken. So I'm now on an old chipped Fox cup that I got from Primark about 3 or 4 years ago. Still a nice cup. It has a perfect cup of coffee in it, but it's just more than a normal mug, just a little bit more. When you're streaming, that's kind of good because you have to keep your mouth and the old vocal cords lubricated. So up here, I think I'll add daisies. Pray for Dragon. Pray for me getting a good cup. Pray for me. Yeah, Lodge was accusing me of not liking Bethesda games anymore. I've just thought, there's Oblivion. I have Oblivion on digital copy, so we could, and I've never completed Oblivion. I've completed Fallout 4, I've completed Fallout Skyrim before. I mean, we are partway through an excellent Skyrim playthrough. I also, 76 I've probably played to the point where I probably don't want to play anymore. It's kind of lost interest. I mean, I may look at it sometime. Fashion Act I missed this year, which I do like Fashion Act. No, I've never played God of War, and my son keeps saying I should play God of War. So perhaps I should branch out into new games, new exciting, because Snake Eater's not that long. I mean, we should be able to complete Snake Eater in a couple more streams, 3 or 4 streams, and Snake Eater will be done. Even though it's excellent story. The original David Hayter, he's excellent as a snake. Snake. Yeah. I've also got Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've never played it and I own it. And a friend of mine, she said I'd probably enjoy playing it, so I'll check it out at some point. Plenty of things to check out. And that's all digital. So this is, you know, until I get my... Save up the pennies for a disk drive fix. Yeah, everyone, like and subscribe. So I can start earning money off YouTube, so I can fix my disk drive and we can go back to Skyrim. The balance of the channel is in your hands. Make it all dramatic and things. Flash, we only have 24 hours to fix the disk drive. To fix it, it's going to be 120 quid, which doesn't sound much, but when you have a family, it's an arm and a leg. Do, 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 do. It's a lot in the right circumstances, yeah. Well, as I say, there's constantly people asking, have you got any money? Have you got any money left? Do you have any money? And you're like, how do I answer this question? How can I be tactical about this? Have to get cunning as a father. To protect your assets. Money, what's that? Yeah, in this climate. Oh, look at this. I mean, look. Oh, it's just... I was thinking about having something over the... like a banner for this area, but I don't think I will. Just looks beautiful. You enjoying that, sir? Madam? Sorry. Is that a boy? Is that a girl? I think it's a boy. Sir? Madam? It's hard to tell these days. I'm not judging. Cool, he's they seem to be enjoying themselves. She's still in their swimming costume. It's like walking around on gravel in bare feet. Oof. Oh no, thanks. It's not my thing. Well, no one wants to go on solstice. So, I say we put some coaches out here. Yeah, ouch. It is... I mean, that is not bad. Oh, we've got people going for it now. Good, good, good. I don't know what to do for lighting in this area. I would like to put some lighting in this area. Yeah, thank you. I know, I'm kind of thinking, what kind of lighting am I thinking? Yeah, yeah. That lighting, torches, that sort of thing, flame torches, and what do you reckon, Dave? Do you think that's a good idea? Yeah, I think so, Dave. Dave the cat, not to be confused with Dave the horse. So like torches like that, flaming torches, I think would be good for lighting around this area. Does Dave the cat run into trees? No. I made a comment about horses running into trees in Metal Gear Solid. Snake Eater. I thought if I don't mention that now there's a horse in it, if I don't mention trees, I'll probably get some stick. So I need to put a sort of entrance sign there, although pretty obvious that's the exit, isn't it? I don't know whether to cover those up. Oh yeah, you did. Sorry. Oh, whoa. Hash, that's mental. Thank you so much, but that's mental. That's absolutely mental. Are you sure? I feel guilty now. So I'm not very good. I am mental, yes. Thank you so much. That's humbling. There we go. Everyone's like, how much is that sub chat? We're not going to say the amount. That's going to be secret. You know, you can see it if you're live now, but no one's watching, so. Well, I was going to have a break in a minute anyway. You see, it's worth it from all the hours of Red Dead Redemption 2 I've watched. Well, yeah, but still, yeah, I'm humbled and I really do appreciate it, and thank you. It's extremely kind and generous of you. I wasn't saying any of this to you know, that was not my intention. I don't make a very good YouTuber because most of them are quite happy to take money, but there you go. I'm like, no, please don't give me your money. That's kind of defeats the object, doesn't it? See, Google will only pay out once I hit a certain amount, but I probably very nearly hit that amount anyway with that alone. So a few more members join. So if you join my members, get access to your exclusive Dragonborn emotes and that, then I'll be able to have some money to be able to put towards disk drives and things, and we can get, and liking and subscribing also really helps, because if I get up to 1,000 I can start making money off YouTube, which is going to help friend. Yeah, exclusive emotes, friend. Yeah, you can take the mick out of me. Or if your favourite series hasn't been streamed for ages and then I stream it, you can put things like it's been 84 years and stuff. Yeah, I'm well aware of my shortcomings, so I made emotes that would... Friend was more for when Lodge joins me in Fortnite, really. That's what I was thinking of for that one. But it translates into lots of different situations, and but yeah, it's been on 84 years was a jab at myself, because I'm well aware that I sometimes drop series, and then I don't forget about them. I lose interest, or something else takes precedence over it. You don't understand the 84 years one, but it's to say it's been a long time. You know, if anything's, it's been a long time basically. So like if you were waiting for Red Dead Redemption 2 and I didn't stream it for a week. I do now. Yeah, I didn't stream it for a week. Then, you know, and I came back not when a week later than it was scheduled to, or roughly when I was going to do it again, because I normally do Red Dead Redemption 2 on Tuesdays or Saturdays now, but if I, for whatever reason, I missed it one week because we started a brand new game like Planet Zoo 2 came out, you could then spam with "it's been 84 years" and things like that, and I would get the hint, you know. Things like that. It's I've got hello in there as well, which is just a friendly way of saying hello, but it's Lionel Richie. So you always have to have a bit of Lionel Richie. And I'm trying to think the other ones. So that's just and I've got a fur seal picture which I took in New Zealand, but that's just if you're giving something your seal of approval. If you approve of something I've done or something I've made, or because originally the Dragonborn channel was started for for Little Big Planet 3. That's why I started it. I did want to do Skyrim and that sort of stuff. Yeah, fine seal, there we go. But I did want to do Skyrim because I watched Gopher do Skyrim and I was like, yeah, I could do that. And Gopher seemed like my sort of streamer, content creator. But of course, I just thought, I'm fairly amusing and witty. I could do stuff like that. So that's why I made the channel, really. But I started doing tips with Little Big Planet 3. That was the main thing. Leaning into my artistic talents. Why are these sounds on it? Okay, is there any music? Oh, we haven't got any music on Solstice. Let's thank you. Actually, let's jump out. Settings, we're gonna have to mute game music now. Soundtrack, we'll mute game soundtrack for a second. I can unmute it, right. Music. For Solstice, this is. I think. No. I think I've used this in one of my other parks. Skull for the Celtic vibe. Or Valhalla. There is a ride called Valhalla in the UK, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I've never been, but I'd love to ride it. I've heard it's not as good now though, from a theme park worldwide. Sean reliably informs me. But I'm more Flamingo Land is nearer to me, and yeah, do you know what? That would be work. That'd work really well for Solstice. It's kind of like got that chanting. I say I turned park music down, but I reckon I've turned it down too much because you can hardly hear it now. Yeah. I've turned it down too much now. Constantly tweaking my... Especially in... So I want to put on the top something. I want to put the name of the ride across the top bit there, Solstice, so you can see it from everywhere. Yeah. I don't think I could handle a giant swing. And there's one bit that actually mentioned in Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That's what is coming to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. In fact, it may even be there now this season, but I haven't. I'm still watching Theme Park Worldwide's content from Christmas last year. I need to do a bit of catching up, I think. You know, just which is a shame because I like Sean and Charlotte's content, and I briefly met them when I worked at Morrison's a few years back. They just popped in for something to eat, and I sort of like, oh, hello, you're Theme Park Worldwide. He was like, I said, Sean and Charlotte, and they were like, and he was like, Sean was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I thought I'd done something wrong. I was like, oh no, I love watching your videos on YouTube. You know, he's like, oh, cool. And then yeah, he said we've just been up Fantasy Island. I was like, yep, it's the only reason you would come out this way is to go to Fantasy Island. There's not much else. And saying that, there's Butlins and things. So, but yeah, there are rides that scare me on at Fantasy Island. I've been on Millennium Coaster, but I don't think I could ever go on Odyssey. The huge inverted, which is strange because I quite like inverted coasters, or I like making them in Planet Coaster. Yeah, Butlins is still going. Yeah, and Butlins and Haven are owned by the same company, Bourne Leisure, I think. So yeah, they're still going. Butlins is going strong. I say going strong. Yeah, Butlins up here is going strong. I was sick of the pool at Butlins. the pool at Skegness, I mean, it was pretty good when I worked there. I had a little bit that went outside. Because we used to take the boys up when they were tiny. Because yeah, I worked there just before they were born. And when they were born, I knew staff and stuff, and I had friends. We still had family that worked there and things, so we'd go. They had to evacuate. Yeah, the worst kind of thing that is. Do you know how much that probably eats into the profits and stuff, Ash? And you're sitting there laughing about it. No, I'm only joking. I'm sure they could take a hit. Oh no, it won't eat into the profits because you don't pay for it, do you? You don't pay for a pool pass. You pay for the whole holiday these days, and that's it. Yeah. I was only 8. Yeah, it's probably the chlorine, and that would have been down to whoever was mixing the chlorine incorrectly. Now, there's some good rides. There are quite a few rides. I think Skegness just had a few more rides added to their roster, so that's a good Butlins to visit. Or the burgers I'd eaten. Yeah, or the fizzy drinks, or being spun around on... Because I've noticed a lot of the rides are those kind of rides that are vomit-inducing. Right, anyway, music. Let's put some... No, actually, we won't put some music on. I'm going to have 5 minutes quick break, and we shall we do a cinematic? Choose your coaster, pick your poison. You know, do we want? There's 6 coasters now for you to choose from. There's Conquest, there's Gladiator, there's this one that has no name. Yeah, definitely Coffee. There's this one, Wormroot, which Yeah, look, an inverted coaster, wooden one. But which wooden one? Because there's Gladiator, and then that's, I suppose that's hybrid, isn't it? This one is the first coaster I made, and I think it's got some really janky bits in it in Conquest. Are you hoping to see more of the park from here, though? Because the best one for seeing all the additional changes is Boudica. Alright, we'll put it on normal lighting there. Oh. Now it'll just be lights flashing by your very eyes. I mean, I could put it on cinematic. Or yeah, cinematic might be more fun, but then you might get shots of trees. If you can live with shots of trees, people. At sunset. I think it's sunset. Yeah, it's sunset. 4:57 p.m. Right, I'm gonna go grab a coffee anyway, and I shall be back shortly. I don't know whether I'd be good on a coaster like this. Mind you, the first drop isn't straight down, is it? Look, trees. Trees. Trees, trees, trees. Shield your eyes, everyone. Ah, bright. What's going on? Guess I've reported pickpocketing. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I want to put the name Solstice on there. Let's do that, shall we? Let's design a 4 meters. Is that? How big is 4 meters? Let's have a look. Let's make it a little bit bigger so it covers that. Doing everything by eye here, but that's all right. Oh yeah, I've got random. Right, let's settings, put park music back on. Oh. Damn. when you extract in one little bit. There we go. Look, the hitbox on it is ridiculous. Right, what we're going to do is join them together. There we go. Actually, move them out. Edit scenery group. Stick align to surface on. I'm going to make them darker. Oh no, I'll keep it like that actually. Oh, 300 is... Okay, so I'm going to have to, I guess, make them 200 and put two planks next to each other. I would guess. One. I've got that random... Yeah, turn that off. Right, now we can work it out from there. There we go. Let's spin that like that, so we've got a bit of a... Let's just... Great. I'm noticing a problem here. The cats are playing in the background, by the way, if you hear some strange noises. It is the cats. Relative, no, relative wasn't working. It was that's relative. It's alright, don't worry. we're used to these problems. That's roughly right. Sometimes I don't understand the axis on Planet Coaster 2. You know, those boards should have all gone the same way, but defy the laws of yeah, physics. You can't change the laws of physics, laws of physics, laws of physics. You can't change the laws of physics, Jim. And it's like, what? What are you on about? It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead. Frontier can. Alvin's just run up. Alvin and Scruffy are playing with each other. What are you two doing? Cats. Cats. Stop distracting me. I have some serious work to do. Right. Scruffy, leave her alone. Star Trek has been mentioned in every live stream. Whenever anyone mentions physics, that's where my brain goes for some reason. Just Alright, let's make this bigger. Star Trek and emoji thing. Yeah, I could replace hello, because that one's really hard to see. And create a Star Trek in emote. So I'm just offsetting it slightly so we don't get any Z fighting. Yeah, there we go. So now, theoretically, it should, he says, cover it nicely, but it's not going to, is it? Yeah, we could slightly turn it there, slight there. No. Right, that's perfectly lined up now. No, come here, I'm grabbing that. No. Seriously, look. Seriously, you need to sort your hitboxes out front here. That is an absurd hitbox. absurd. Absolutely absurd. Well, if it's solstice, I'm guessing we want... I have something in mind. There is a sun emote thing. Sun picture. Sign thing. So we can use that. That's too tropical. Sun. Yeah, it seems they've just ported some stuff over straight from Planet Coaster 1. You know, I'm not going to say lazy, but it's kind of makes sense, really, I suppose. They did give us lots of content from Planet Coaster, though, in all fairness. It does make sense, but it's also lazy, yeah. Definitely. That's nice. I keep looking at the Western theme as well, and I'm like, I could do a really good Western park now. Yeah, they have. I think they've done a lot of good stuff for Planet Coaster 2. What colour do we want it to be? Let's see. You two. I just got hit by a cat in the back. Albion and Scruffy. Oh, you're getting thirsty now, are you, Albion? Now that you've been prattling about with Scruffy. Do we have a lowercase or do we have it in block capitals? The sun could be the O. Oh, it could be. Well. At the moment, I'm just lining things up. Let me just... It might be too big, but... .165 is about right, by the looks of it. I think it's going to be too big. 210 might be too big for it. But if that's the case, I can make it smaller. Yeah, I think it is going to be too big. I've forgotten how to spell solstice now. Yeah, not sure it works. They are changed. It's a nice idea. I might need contrasting colours. To yeah, it's too big, the writing. We'll get there with it, don't worry. I'm gonna have to shrink it down a little bit, I think. That's not an issue. Do you know I'd like to do a park review of this? Old Sir Ian Matty, the legend. I think he would totally nerd out about this park. And I'd like to design a park with Albris, but I think that would be quite interesting. The legendary Iron Matty. Yeah, drag him out of retirement. Kick off the cobwebs. And get his voice ready for hello. I can't do it like he does. Hello. It's Iron Matty. Yeah, see what I mean? That's not working, is it? It's too big. Yeah, I go back and watch his review of Golgotha. It's 20 minutes of pure brilliance. If anyone wants to look it up, it's a park made by me. It's this gave me Bioshock vibes. Just search Iron Matty, this gave me Bioshock vibes, and you'll find it. There, that's better. And then what we are going to do is group them together, because they're not grouped together as part of that. Oh, they're not grouped together. I wasn't editing in the... Yeah, it is my... I mean, there's a short run, like, advert for it on my channel, kind of, well, run through of it. It's probably one of my best. One of my best, but not necessarily my best. Old Tommy CM did a review of one of my early parks, so if you think this is the first time I've done dueling coasters, you'd be wrong. If you go back and watch Tommy CM's review of my adventure park, it was my second park I think I did, and yeah, he did a review of it, and it was really good. And yeah, you'll go back and you'll see my early parks. It'll be like inverted, hybrid wooden coaster. You know, every single one of my parks seems to have hybrid wooden coasters and inverted coasters. Right, what we're going to do is group them together. Bring them back. Perfect. and group it all together. I don't know whether I want anything else on there. Do we want to add anything else to it? I don't know what I could add to it. He says, I don't know what I could add to it, then thinks of something he could... Less is more. I agree with that, but I just want to add something else to it. I'd love to be able to do like a resort surfers paradise type park. Hey, for the pirates, have surfing pirates. That'd be a good idea. That'd be fun to explore as a concept. I thought there was clouds in there. I was wrong. I thought we had cloud bits, but evidently not. Surfing pirates. I love the idea of that. Or hang 10 me dudes. You know, pirates. I think we might be thinking of Planet Coaster. Not Planet Coaster 2. So that's the problem. It all becomes a blur. Okay, yep, good. Right. All Planet Zoo, yep, it could be. I'm noticing a problem here. Yeah. Am I able to edit it now? I know. Yes. Oh, you're really annoying now. Do you know you're an annoying game? Look. That hitbox is egregious. That's a good word, isn't it? Egregious. It's just... Look. That's a... That hitbox is... ridiculous. About there. No. Nope. I've got an idea, actually. I have a cunning plan, my lord. Oh, that's perfect. Good. Cats, can you stop trying to fight with each other, please? You know, it's rather distracting. These cats running around like a pair of lunatics. I'm like, okay. So cunning you could brush your teeth with it. Right, you two. Pack it in. Cats, please. Albion, settle down. Dave's just laying looking at them like they're a pair of mental heads. She's right. Like they're mad. She's just watching them run around. They are running out of the front room, hitting each other. Right. Scruffy. Enough now. Enough. Don't you try and bite me, mate. Oh. Sorry, I'm just playing with Scruffy for a second. He's hitting me. You won't win, mate. He's trying to bite me now. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. I'm rubbing his head. Oh, he caught me. Okay, you might win, Scruffy. He didn't hurt me, but he just caught me with his teeth. Joys of cat ownership. No, don't you go and wind him up, Albion. She's just gone out there to wind him up now. Does that look? What size was it? $140, right. What the? Okay, thank you, game. That's what I needed. Does that look alright, or does it not? Question mark. Oh, what? Where it teleports you halfway across the game? I have no idea. It's when you have lots of detail in a small area. It happens more and more. I have noticed that. I think it adds a little something. I just couldn't decide whether it looked right or not. Sorry, I'm catching the mic because I've got an itchy face, but... Oh, we've got that one already. We'll have you then. No, I didn't want. It's alright. I didn't want to work it over here on the Solstice sign planet coaster. I was quite happy to go over to the other side of the. Well, I like that one. I've not used that at all in this. I was going to say zoo in this park at all. And I really like that. Look at that design. Well, they have more impact if I've never used it anywhere else, won't it? It's funny seeing it happen to someone else. Yeah. Glad I'm not the only one who has to suffer with that rubbish. Darker. Oh, it's in place. It can now be seen from the car park, which is going to be here, by the way. We've got 12% to play with, so I've got plenty of space to play with what I want to do. That's how we used to make ride skins in Planet Coaster, wasn't it? Oh, you'll have to let me do a tour of it when you're finished if you want. That way you don't need to share screenshots with me. You can just wait till it's finished and whack it on. Just give me the code or whatever the name of it, and I'll search it up. That'd be the easiest way. I've been wanting to do if I finish, not if, when. Don't say if, say when. I want to tour other people's parks. I want to do that sort of stuff. I think, although I could be, some people I might be a bit mean to, so I don't know whether I'd be good or not. Not mean, but you know, I'm not very tactful, I would say. Sometimes I can be quite blunt, although I don't think I would be that bad. I'm using in-game coasters because I can't build them at all. Well, they are. Set yourself a challenge. Set yourself a challenge of building a coaster, even if you know, because the more you do it, the more you get used to it. Look at POVs online. Try and, you know, get the feel of whatever coaster you're designing. I might just steal yours. Could do that. Conquest is bad. I mean, this has got some. This is one of the first coasters I built in this game. It's the second coaster, I think. The first I built was Wipeout, which. But yeah, that reminds me of actually. But I say it's bad. It's got some errors in there, and if I did it again, I'd probably change some bits. But it works for this park and that, and it was meant to be nice, family friendly. But it's got these hills, these bunny hills are too tight. It goes over them at too much speed, and I could add a trim brake, but then I don't know whether it'd make it round the rest of the course. Probably would, because it's not exactly complex, the rest of the course. Yeah, it kind of goes over them quite quick, and it's like a sharp bump. I haven't done a lot of it, but if you try and do it yourself, yes, it would. It does teach you a little bit about repairing coasters. Because there are some, I know early on there's some coasters that are damaged and you have to repair them, but I haven't got that far into career mode because there's no like reward statues or extra content locked behind the career mode. The career mode isn't that challenging, which is annoying because originally Frontier, you know, Roller Coaster Tycoon, it was all about the career. And also, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I did a little bit of it. I've done a little bit of career, but I jumped into Sandbox, and then I think I went back and did a tiny bit of career. There we go, that's much nicer. Looks a bit more 3D rather than that meadow paint that's rubbish, in my opinion. Now we've got some daisies. Daisies! And let's put... don't worry, I'm probably going to be heading to bed soon anyway, because it's, what, half 11 now, isn't it? I'll drink my coffee and probably go myself. But yeah, I've got pesky work in the morning as well. But thank you so much for the donation. When Google send me some money, I'll be able to sort out that disk drive and that. And it's much appreciated. And anyone else watching that's new, subbing helps no end. You know, I really do appreciate it. Like, words cannot express. So, but yeah, send me. You'll have to let me know about your park when you finish it as well. We'll have to bring it up on stream. Leave a like and subscribe always. You know, I find myself liking other creators' content because I know what this does for your video in the algorithm. Anyway, if you've got work in the morning, you best disappear off, and I best finish up soon. We got quite a bit done tonight, so I'm pleased with that. Yeah, good night, Hash, and we'll see you for the next exciting episode. Same bat time, same bat channel. Ooh, okay, that's... Yeah, so sort of this little bit of nature work is just transforming the whole area. I need entrance. I suppose I need an entrance sign there, don't I? I'm going to make it look... These people walking around in their swimming costumes, look. Unhappy? Why? What's the matter with you? She's hungry, she needs a toilet, she needs souvenirs. Right, so why has she got any conditions? Let's have a look. Has she got any ailments? None. Okay, so she doesn't need vegan food. Look, I'm worried that you're not getting your needs met. We're gonna have to follow you till you're happy. There is a toilet round here as well. Yeah, look. But she's... I don't want you to be unhappy. I would go to the loo first, then grab myself something to eat. That would just be my personal opinion. There you go. She's content. Oh, she's getting better. Her needs are beginning to be met. Good. We can't have unhappy guests in this park. We deal in happiness only. Oh. an orange flashing light outside, which is like normally the bin men. Well, it wouldn't be the bin men at this time of night, so could be breakdown or lifeguard. Water pump 2 is in poor condition. I'm sure it won't be for very long. Might go back into normal music soon. Please do. Planet Coaster 2. Just kind of looking for something that will, like a rock that would fit here but not, yeah, like that. It's kind of nice. It'll blend. Blends nicely. I now need to think of something. I mean, the reason why I've been able to build so much is because I've been using in-game railings and things like that. Which is why I've been able to create so much. The view on this ride on the Falcon is much better now though. You get a much if it's not a little disorientating, but it is a bit disorientating, but there we go. The guests love it. What's it? The Falcon has cheap tickets. Well, yeah, it's free. Prestige, it's old. Okay. I don't know what the Prestige system is not really explained anywhere. It was explained in Planet Coaster. Oh, here we go. So when it gets established, dated, aging, old. Oh, so can we not get to classic? Reputation can affect a ride's appeal to guests. Reputation statuses can change at any time based on a ride's prestige. So if I refurbished it, would that... This would increase the ride's condition back to 100% by calling a mechanic. Oh, that's all it does. So it doesn't actually help the prestige. That's interesting to know, isn't it? Yeah, look, there's like little bits like this that I can improve. And also having those bits, those standard Planet Coaster booths for my coasters is, I might try and change them a bit. I mean, I've got percentage to play with, so I can add all these little bits into it. I kept it simple because I had a budget when I was first building it, but now that's all sort of gone out the window. Now that the park's making big money, 6 coasters, a successful water park, etc, etc. There's all sorts of little bits that I'm seeing and I'm going, oh yeah, I could do that. Yes, I could do that. I could improve this, I could improve that. It's quite a good night ride, this. I designed it to be effective at night and day. Oh, this must be Coaster 2 because it's not playing its theme tune. Coaster 1 plays the theme tune, but for some reason Coaster 2 doesn't. Which I don't know why. I think it's a bug. But yeah, now I'm not restricted by budgets. I can sort of add wood and things and make this a bit more sort of improve the look of my stations. And as I say, we've got 12% to play with, so it's not like I'm short of budget. And perhaps make these boosts a bit more appealing, depending on the ride. I do have all this to fill in though. Oh, there was something I thought, oh, I must go and do that. Yeah, here. That was just there so I could measure everything against it. Soil debris. Just so it's not one colour. There was something else I noticed when I was walking up here. Was it here? Yeah, that bit. I can random scale it and then, oh, it is on. Random scale is on. They don't really look like roses to me. Roses, they look like poppies more than anything. Roses are a much more complex structure. Having grown up with a rose bush in my garden, several rose bushes in my garden. My mum's garden, she got rid of them. I was really gutted when she got rid of them. I'm like, that was my childhood. What'd you get rid of my roses for? Well, sorry, your roses, but I appreciated them. And I get hay fever, but I still appreciate roses. I think they're interesting plants. As plants go. Venus flytraps, they also fascinated me as a kid. Yeah, that's nicer. Yeah, so I need a name for this ride. I still haven't thought of it. I don't know whether to call it the final hour, the last stand. I've got, you know, several ideas. And I could improve the exterior of this station a bit more. I added some more timber framing on it and stuff, because it looks a bit plain. And whilst that's okay for some coasters and stuff, it's not really. Or some theme parks, like lower budget theme parks. This has become a non-low. This definitely isn't a lower budget theme park anymore. And then we'll go to 200%. There we go. Oh, hello. Age of Reasonable. How are you? Shall I just call you Reasonable for short? What was that? Coaster? Coaster Nostra. Is that a real coaster? I'm not familiar. Or are you making a reference to something else? Enlighten me, please. Oh, because I've got the random... I've got random scaling on. Yeah, we'll turn random scaling off, thank you. We want control of... Yeah, just make this station look a bit more... pleasing. Didn't mean to do that. I meant to, yeah, I did mean to bring that down. But... so do I bring this? Ah, no, it's a pun on the Italian mafia. Lot Costa, Cosa Nostra. Oh, right, okay. I see. That's probably why I didn't get it. I don't hang out with much of the mafia. Not these days, anyway. It's bad for my rep. Says no one anymore. No one uses rep, do they? Say rep for reputation. Show my age. I'm going to bring these down, I think, a little bit. I thought 200% would be enough, but I think, yeah. I'm hoping this isn't too big, but we'll see. Oh, Costa del Sol, and it, I see. See. Yeah, it's a dueling coaster though about Boudica and the Romans. So Costa del Sol probably. If I did a resort theme, see, I have thought about trying to do a resort because resort is in Planet Coaster. I have thought about trying to do resort style theme park. That would be perfect. That kind of name. In fact, I'd be welcoming of that sort of thing. But yeah, Boudica versus I didn't know what it's called. Yeah, the final hour, the last stand. Because it's about the battle Boudica had with the Romans. Oh, I see, late to the party. No, don't worry. It would have helped if you had some background. I know I throw my thoughts out there sometimes and don't even think about what I'm putting into the world without, you know. And then people have to point out, hey, hang on, wait a minute, I didn't know what you were on about. What's you're not a mind reader? Ah, damn. Sorry, I had a cough and I need a sip of coffee. My coffee's sitting there getting cold.
I used to love inverted coasters, but the Intamin Blitz coaster is fast becoming my favourite style of coaster. Which is a shame because I'll probably never ever ever get to ride one. In saying that, Iceni Railway. I like it. That's very clever. Icenic Railway. Yeah, but if you reduce the last moments of Boudica's life to a scenic railway, I think she'd be kind of pissed. So, but I like the pun. She's like, I led one of the greatest revolts against the Roman Empire. And all you lot are doing is making a pun out of it. Yeah, we're British. That's... Or I'm British anyway, that's what we do. It gives it a bit more... Yeah, it looks a bit nicer, I think. Now, I kind of like this station. It's getting there. It's looking a bit more. This music is so hummable. That's the problem with Planet Coaster. Okay, I'm kind of thinking, trying to think ahead of how I'm going to do what bit next, etc. I should just have it on snap really, but okay, that's not going to work. Thank you. Annoyingly, that might... I don't know whether that'll work or not, that piece. Yeah, we'll go to 110 I think, and then the station's had some repair work done on it, and that's why it's a totally different piece of wood. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, it just gives it a bit more definition. Actually, there's something else I could do with it as well. Let's go to Vikings. The Vikings. Where is it? That's the piece I wanted. Sorry, what? What are you doing, game? What? You are kidding me, right? Well, that's stable, isn't it? That texture's stable. Just adds a bit more depth to the design. Didn't know you could do that. What? Didn't know I could do what? In Planet Coaster 2. Yeah, it looks a bit better now, doesn't it, from the outside? I think we... Add extra bits of texture to the bottom of buildings. Oh, yeah. I mean, everything here, you place yourself, so it's no different to placing it up here. Really? I would say. Yeah, no. Not gonna work. That would work on the outside, actually. I've got an idea. It's like, I have an idea. We have an idea that's vaguely Celtic. I did like Scenic Railway, though that's that'd please me no end. It's my sort of humour. All right, let's. Yeah, I say I've nearly finished, but the more I look around, the more I think, well, no, there's still this to do, there's still that to do, there's still this to do. And that's always the way. You kind of think, I'm nearly finished. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, no, wait a minute. Hang on. But I think even if I'm finished, in quotation marks, I still won't be fully satisfied, and I think that's good. You know, to have that desire to want to improve everything and make it look a bit better, and then surprisingly good for an old game. This is Planet Coaster 2. It's only a year old. It's not valved. Is it a year and a half? No, if it's Planet Coaster, yeah, that'd be an old game. But Planet Coaster isn't much different to Planet Coaster 2, actually. It's the same engine. It's just you can do a lot more with Planet Coaster. Shows what I know. Yeah, don't worry. It's the thing is, it's Frontier are a small British development team. They did worked on Roller Coaster Tycoon and thing. Didn't know 2 was out. Yeah, this is 2. Which is why we have the Intamin Blitz coaster, because that's not in 1. Oh, dual launching towards us. Impressive. Yeah, the sign I'll put here for that ride once I decide on a name for it. There's anyone that isn't named in the entire park. This I need to put a sign out for it. Are you another lost kid? Yeah, look, lost kid, all on his own. I think he's waiting to go on the ride. He is. So why hasn't he gone on the ride? There's no one riding it, I don't think. Oh, yes, there is. Looks happy enough. Yeah, that's fine. We have no responsibility towards, you know, keeping children safe in this society of Planet Coaster 2. I mean, I can understand if it's a group of kids that have come in, like, and their parents wander off. That would be kind of realistic to what happens in theme parks. So you have a group of, like, say 10-year-olds or 12-year-olds that wander off as a group, like a couple of couple of brothers or brother and sister and friends, you know, a couple of friends. That would be fine. But when you get a lone child wandering around the theme park, I'm kind of, you know, alarm bells start ringing. That's I'm not okay with that one. So the main thing I'm going to be doing now is adding more bits to the exterior. This bit needs sorting out because it looks, well, yeah, plain and dull. But it's a Roman area, so it's not really a problem. I do like being over here and listening to this music. I can't even speak now. Come on, someone jump whilst listening to classical music. This actually looks... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Looks quite nice at night around here. With warm lighting. This is where the whole stream gets claimed for classical music, but it's alright. I can argue that
it's actually claimed by it's common music. It's perfectly fine. Classical music is covered by different copyright laws, basically, unless it's you know, sometimes it can be copyrighted. It's a modern, but it's common law creations and stuff. It's covered because it's so ancient in style, and it's music that belongs to the people. Yeah, I kind of like it. It's looking good now. Considering what it was like when I stopped streaming a little while ago. Impressive. What's this? Is this just drinks? Oh no, this is hats. Hats fantastic. He's popping off at the moment. So I'm gonna have butterfly jars all round the Iceni tribe bit, the Iceni village. So we've got these lights here, and I'll probably continue these lights for a little bit. Like a bit further up here and stuff. That wizard was a bit what? Cool. I like him. That's what he was. Sorry, did I not finish the sentence? I have a tendency of doing that. I'll get distracted and start thinking about other things. I am literally the dog from Up. Squirrel. Oh, I don't know what he was. He's well, casting spells, I think. One's a defense spell, which was like the shield one, and then the other one was like an attacking spell, but for the narrative of him being a Celt casting some magic, it doesn't really matter. It's not like I thought it was a Sims green diamond for a minute. You could do that. You could literally create a green diamond and put it spinning above people's heads in. You can make a Sims theme park. Although they haven't got the fashion sense of the Sims. Refugee from RuneScape. Yeah. Visiting from World of Warcraft. I kind of like that going in there. I don't want lighting around here. Yeah, I know what you were doing there, game. I could see. See, I don't want it to impede on that. I kind of want it to yeah, I don't want it to mix with that and ruin that. I've still got lots of yeah, so I thought I was nearly finished, and then when I look at the park I'm like, oh hang on, I could do that, I could do that.
and I have the percentage to do most of the things I want to do, which is good. I want to add electrical boxes to all the coasters. Improve the lighting around the park. As I say, improve the boosts for the ride operators. So still and add to the scenery on the outside. So, but all the changes it's gone through, it's sort of elevated it from what was a mediocre park into a quite good park. All the little boundary changes I've done and that. Why have you cut the music? So yeah, I probably don't need any more lights over here, because you've got the lights from the ride. But yeah, I like the village, and I did have an idea of having bunting flags running across, so I may have flags running across here. So you've got like a party atmosphere. I wanted it to be quite merry in the Iceni village. I can't remember what I called this. I think I called it the tree house. Yeah, very simple and original name, of course. I could put the name of that in front there. My old pizza oven going. Content, good scenery nearby, but he needs to sit down. He needs a drink. Well, there's literally a soda counter there. What are you doing? Sorry, I thought I was muted and I was talking away. Yeah, sorry, I was saying I was part of the little. Excuse me for hearing that cough, because I don't normally cough on stream. I was trying to mute and I unmuted myself, so reverse polarities. Yeah, I was saying I was part of Little Big Planet 3 community, and I was in a group that we all talked about Little Big Planet 3. And somebody posted a screenshot of Planet Coaster, and I thought I was like, oh, this looks amazing. Is this out on console? Because Little Big Planet's a console game. He was like, no, unfortunately, it's PC only. But then when it got announced for console, I was like, well, I have to get that. And I've been a fan of it ever since the Planet Coaster series. But yeah, so when this got announced, it had a rocky launch, but it is in a really good state now, thankfully, because it's a good game. Even on console, you could still do quite a bit with it. So I don't know whether I kind of want the ominous yeah, I want that to be quite ominous over there. So what I may do is create a see, it's not that. Let's make it a little bit bigger, but I was thinking I'm going to have to put two on top of each other, but I don't. I'm just going to make it a little bit taller. Oh, that's what I wanted to create. Literally that. So we could have... I forgot that there was actually a foot of... I've never found a use for that piece, ever, until now. Long medieval journey. Dynasty, not journey. Medieval dynasty, eh? What games, what is that a game you're referring to? Is it Kingdom Come Deliverance by any chance, or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Yeah, it's a game. Oh, what? It's called... Is it called Medieval Dynasty? Yeah, build games are quite nice, like designing games. I think you can just sit and play them. Oh, you build a village. I see. I might have to check out that then. I think I have seen stuff on it actually. I think Moomin Little Socks, another Planet Coaster YouTuber, did some stuff on it actually. Yeah, you need some lighting around your entrances and exits, I think. But I don't want too strong a lighting to take away from all that light in the ride. Yeah, I was going to say this is with all the DLCs, but there's only been 3 DLCs for this game, and so the DLCs will probably set you back about another £30. It lasts for ages. You start at 19, you just have and go right through until you're a granddad. Here's the time she's been on it. Sorry, off topic. Oh no, don't worry. Don't worry, we talk about everything. We were talking about great British comedies earlier, so talk about anything and everything on this channel. I don't take offence. As long as the conversation's flowing. When you're playing a game like this, it's quite easy to do that sort of thing. Oh, this is yeah, this will hours just fly by when you're playing Planet Coaster games. It's a time eater in a good way. You know, you pick it up and think, I'll just do a little bit, and then you're like, oh well, that was my Sunday. You know, pretty much. It's also a good game because you can just pick it up, play 20 minutes and save it and then walk away. You know, it's easy to do. Oh, definitely. That's my metric of measuring a good game. You know, if you can pick it up and play 10 minutes and get a good amount of satisfaction out of it, or sit and play for hours and get, you know, a good amount of satisfaction out of it, I think that's a good metric for a game. Which is why I still hold to the fact that I think Space Invaders is one of the best games ever invented, because you could play that for hours, and it was the original. You could play that for hours or just a few minutes, and oh, that's got a little bit of lighting. I probably need to add a bit more lighting on here. I may add more of the string lamps, just so you've got that strong white light. And I would say with Planet Coaster, it takes a little while to get used to it, but there's plenty of other people to watch to get ideas off, and tutorials and things on the internet. Even for Planet Coaster, you can use that sort of information, but don't measure yourself by other people's designs. You know, just sit and think, right, I'm going to build a park and I'm going to make it this theme, and lean into the themes that are in the game to start with, I would say. And there's several themes in it already. And everything else will, you know, you'd eventually, once you get used to what the pieces are and what, you know, how to put them together, you eventually you'll be building stuff that you'll know what pieces will go with what, or what would work, and you'll just be able to remember them. And you can favourite certain pieces if you like those pieces as well. Like I have a small favourites list at the moment. I would say it's in a really good place at the moment, Planet Coaster 2, and it's a good community. Very nice community. I belong to a Discord group as well, so if you want to join a Discord group to discuss, because there's plenty of people that they're all very, very helpful and very willing to help. There we go. So Wormroute's still dark and ominous, as it should be. We have lighting around here so people can see where they're going. Roller Coaster Tycoon, yep. Everyone being sick around the park. Oh, you can do that in this. I think I just have it turned off in this sandbox mode. I have it turned off at the moment. But yeah, these guys worked with Atari on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I think. So yeah, they have good stock. Where's me park settings? But yeah, you can tailor everything completely how you want. Global game settings. Yeah. Right, where's me? Game settings, where's my... Oh, sandbox settings, yeah, look. So you can set it up how you like. So I've got ride facility, service badge breakdowns on. Guest capacity to maximum. And I've got guest moods on. Like, vomit's on. And nausea. But litter I've turned off at the moment. Because when it was on, people were just littering. Because my exits for rides are so large on some of the coasters. Like this. They would just litter all the way down it. And janitors don't come up here and clean them. Annoyingly. But there we go. So I'd keep having to pick up janitors and put them here to clean things. And you could put, it wouldn't matter how many bins I put there, it'd still get a build up of rubbish. Because as I say, janitors don't come up and empty the bins. Even though they should come and empty bins, in my opinion, no matter where they are. But there we go. That's a minor gripe. The rest of it's fine. But yeah, it's Sandbox is probably the most commonly played version of Planet Coaster games. Even though there is a good career mode as well. But I'm gonna have to leave it there. I didn't even realise, but it's it's 12:30 and I've got work in the morning, so I am going to disappear, everyone. But yeah, thanks for watching. So I thought I was nearly finished, but it turns out we've still got loads to do to get anywhere near what we want. However, that being said, it's looking pretty fantastic what we do have. And I'm just kind of glad that we're at this stage with the park. Wow, we've got people queuing for the ride. Is it filling up? It's not full. Okay, that side's full, but that side's not full. Well, that seems a bit weird. But anyway, I'll trust his judgment. And yeah, I'd like to put a little like car park or something out here, even if it's just a natural car park, you know, with gravel, and guests can walk up along the boundary and into the park. And then obviously we need to put the name Echoes of Albion on there, and I'm probably just going to put it across the top there on a plaque. But that's probably the last thing I'm going to do, is name the park. And the other idea of putting a waterfall around this bit, yeah, going to do that as well. So there are certain things I'm going to do, and then I've still got to do, I'll probably just use a scenery brush and add further out here, or I might do some sculpting. We'll see. We'll see how much percentage I have once I've done all these little bits that need finishing off, and then go from there. I need to add bits round here as well. So much to do. And yeah, 12% to do it all in. But also, it's not a lot when you talk about it, but when you sit down and try and create it all, it's going to take forever. But anyway, thanks for joining me, everyone. I will catch you all next time. Take care. Good night.